What's up, guys? Welcome to a new YouTube video. I know it's been a while, approximately 3 weeks. Let's just say I was gone for some family issues. And today we're going to be doing a rumor video. So if you want to keep up to date with the latest Apple rumors or just rumors in tech in general, like and subscribe. So today, an article came out on MacRumors. Definitely check out their website. I'll have a link down in the description, but that's where you can go to keep up to date with all things Mac. But they also have a buyer's guide, which is really great for people who are looking to buy brand new Apple products. And the one they released recently was not to buy the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Basically, I'm gonna run down all the rumors they've gathered together. So I'll also put a picture of the mock-up they created of what they assume the next MacBook Pro is going to look like. First things first, it's supposed to have a new 14-inch design, so they're going to remove the 13.3-inch and give it a 14-inch design, which means they're probably going to reduce the bezels. The overall size should stay the same of the entire package, but I believe they're just going to shrink the bezels down. A new flatter design, like the iPhone 12, so it got rid of the curves on the side, it's more boxy. Plus, they're going to update the Apple Silicon chip. I'm assuming this is probably going to be for the 4 Thunderbolt model, because right now there's a 13.3-inch that has the M1 in it, but only has 2 Thunderbolt 3 ports on the side, and the 4 Thunderbolt 3 model doesn't have an M1 equivalent yet, so I'm assuming that's what they're going with this. So the new Apple Silicon chip is supposed to have either 16 or 32 high performance cores. The new M1s have 4 high performance, 4 lower performance. So having 16 high performance cores is going to be pretty great. It'll definitely help for long workloads and stuff like that. Also, they're going to update the thermal design. They're probably going to go similar to something that's used on the 16-inch MacBook Pro that's already released, with a larger heat pipe, better thermal pads, and overall should do a much better job at cooling the chip. And which will also help, since it'll be ARM, it'll be a lot easier to cool as well. So that should help. They're going to new display, so it's going to be a lot brighter, higher contrast, possibly a mini LED option, which would be huge, because that'll be the first time we really get to see it on a commercial laptop. But that one is a little less likely. They're probably going to bring back MagSafe for faster charging speeds. Also, MagSafe was a beloved connector that a ton of Apple fans really enjoyed. They have it on iPhone now, but it's not the same. Back when they had it on laptops, it was a lot easier. When you tripped, it automatically just pulled out and you didn't have to worry about yanking your whole laptop. So that's great. And they're most likely going to remove the touch bar. Personally, I've been using the MacBook Air without the touch bar. And one of the reasons I didn't get the Pro was actually because of the touch bar. It wasn't something I really liked. So removing the touch bars entirely across the lineup is what I'm assuming they're going to be doing. And a lot of these updates can also be expected on the 16-inch MacBook Pro. Now, this begs the question, should you upgrade? And honestly, based on this report, what it says here is that I don't think you should upgrade if you have a 13-inch MacBook Pro or a 16-inch MacBook Pro. Especially if you have the 4-port model of the 13-inch, I don't think you should upgrade. Definitely wait on that. They're most likely going to refresh those within the coming months. Maybe as late as WWDC, maybe earlier, not known yet. If you have a MacBook Air, a lot of these upgrades, like the new screen, they're most likely going to end up making a 14-inch of the MacBook Air, since they're going to reduce the bezels, what I'm assuming. Overall, the design package is probably going to be very similar to the MacBook Pros. As far as a new M1 chip for the MacBook Pro, for the MacBook Air, sorry, I don't think they're going to do it, simply because of the fact that it's an Air device and it's also being passively cooled. So if they're looking to keep it without a fan, then I would say that most likely they're going to stick with the M1 chip they have at the moment. And it'll maybe get updated late this year or possibly early next year, if I had to guess. So this is expected on the Macs. Was it 21, 23, and 27-inch iMacs on the iMac and the iMac Pro? theirs also look very outdated, much more outdated than the MacBooks look. So you can expect them to increase the screen size by significantly shrinking the bezels. They'll probably introduce the M1 chips on there as well. And I'm actually very excited to see what they do with M1 because they won't have battery constraints. So we won't have to see any of those lower performance cores to help save battery that they have on the M1. So it'll be just strictly high performance cores, at least that's what we hope so. And probably they might upgrade I believe the base level iMac from 4K to a 5K display. Who knows? That hasn't been rumored yet, but you can kind of expect these things to come as we progress down the year. And then also with the MacBook Pros, to kind of get back to that really quickly, those have received updates, the 16-inch specifically, every single year since they were released. Some sort of update. It'd be a processor refresh at the minimum, right? But they missed 2020, and that's the first year they've ever missed something for the 16-inch specifically, which should mean something, right? At least for me, that means they're gearing up to make a large change instead of having a small refresh and another small refresh. They're saving it for one big change, which is exciting. Now, as for prices, Apple historically has kind of raised the prices whenever they do large changes like this. So for things like the MacBook Air or the base level MacBook Pro, we'll see. The 13-inch MacBook Pro with the 2-port design doesn't have any rumors behind it on whether or not it received the new design or anything like that, but you can kind of expect it at some point. I apologize for the long wait, and hopefully next week we'll have some more information. Also, leave a comment. If you enjoyed the video. Specifically, I'm using a new camera, not my phone anymore, as you can tell. So let me know how it looks. I'm still tweaking with all the lighting and the set as much as I can. And the audio as well. So let me know how that sounds and let me know how it looks. But yeah, talk to you guys later. Peace.